there is an interesting question which kind of comes into the intersection of self-serve and self-serve. And also sometimes what we say, Abhinav, is bottom up and top down. So we are influencer driven, like all our users are our influencers. And then when self-serve come in, we are also having and engaging at the kind of like, more senior level and for enterprise-wide deals and all that. So the question specifically was, what were the ingredients that enabled Postman to make the transition from B2C developer community, who were your champions, to a successful B2B enterprise business? I mean, we may not have, I think we are both B2C developer community and as well as a B2B enterprise business. It's not either or, but how that motion is kind of working, that bottom up and top down, you can possibly elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, so actually one of I'd say friends of Postman, Adam Gross, who was who led Heroku, talked about this particular model specifically for B2D, and there are like these three stages that he articulated, which map well to Postman. The one is the use case of Postman as a tool. Then the second is collaboration, and the third is compliance. So for Postman, of course, there were these things, right? Like an individual developer uses it, then a team of developers uses it. And when the entire company uses it, you have to be compliant. You need to bring in SSO, you need to bring in SLAs about the product. You need to have people will not want to pay, $100,000 on their card. So you need to have a billing system that actually matches to their billing system. So there's very straightforward thing where you're basically saying that, okay, the product was being used by one person and now it's being used by 1,000 people. For us, that was not the only axis that we thought of. We also thought of how can the product deliver more utility to a higher level person inside an organization, if we think of it as a hierarchy. And fortunately, or rather intentionally, APIs actually fall in that category where somebody, from a developer to a CIO or a CTO thinks about APIs. They are thinking about, okay, how is my infrastructure running? Do I have enough developers to deliver applications on time or with great quality? Is there a security risk that my API infrastructure has? So what we constantly try to figure out is, okay, developer is using the product. What is their manager thinking about? Okay, manager is using the product. What's the director thinking about? Okay, what is the VP thinking about? And eventually kind of all the way. And just having that community and that feedback loop that actually helps us answer these questions way before the competition, and then we are able to actually design the product around their wants. So yeah, today Postman is an entire platform with lots of integration, lots of tools, and we are solving an organization-wide problem while also being a product that developers love. And that's that's the top-down mix. Now we can go and tell our CTO that, okay, you have 4,000 people using Postman at your organization, but what you're missing is these 3 layers of productivity. A lot of times, they're like, yeah, this makes a ton of sense.